Hello, everyone. I'm quickly going to try to explain this Best Buy brand removal and product retrieval project. Apologies in advance. It is a bit of a weird one-off project. We have 26 locations that have a kiosk of undetermined dimensions that we are hoping to debrand and remove any Best Buy presence from. And so with that said, we've kind of broken this into a pre-call, a visit, and a potential post-call, or a drop-off visit. And so the intent of the pre-call, for those of you that have one, is to connect with the individual at the airport or at the location itself where security is of concern. And so we've done the proactive work of finding an individual who is going to meet you at this location and help you and your tools get through the security process if and where needed. And in some instances, that individual may be there to offer some light assistance. And so with that said, the pre-call, the purpose of that would just be to align the date and time as instructed by your DM. Once the date and time of the visit occurs and comes about, I should say, the intent of the visit, again, is to remove the branding itself, and that can come in a couple different variations. So on the screen here, I'm sharing one of the more advanced kiosks or shells around this vending machine, which has a left, a right, a header unit, 2 back panels, as well as a monitor. Again, I don't necessarily know what kiosk each location will have, and so I've provided the initial instructions on how to assemble these with the idea that you could just back engineer this to disassemble it. And so upon entry to the store, my hope is that you will identify the type of kiosk. There are 4 different types, 4.5. Technically, this one down here has some slight variations, but in essence, there are 4 main kiosk types, one of which has a monitor. And again, the goal is going to be to decommission this and leave just the vending machine itself. And you decommission it similar to as we've seen here. You're taking these panels, these monitors off of the vending machine itself. And so with that said, once the actual husk of this, the shell, the kiosk, whatever I'm going to call it, once this is actually taken apart, all of this is to be disposed of, including the monitor. None of this outer shell is needed by the client whatsoever. It can all be disposed of in whatever way the facility sees fit. Once you have disposed of the actual outer shell, there is a secondary task where we are trying to actually capture the materials inside of the kiosk itself, or excuse me, the vending machine. And so in some locations, you have been shipped keys in advance. In others, your contact may have the keys. But in either instance, work to try to gain access to the inside of the vending machine and work to actually take the product out and use the return label provided to send that back to Best Buy. And so what we've asked for is a photo upon entry showing the vending machine in its entirety, including the immediate surrounding area, and then a photo showing the inventory still inside. So think of a macro walking up to it, and then show me what's inside before any work is done. Upon exit, we're looking for an exit photo showing all of the branding removed, including the monitor, the outer husk, and any internal branding that you may be able to gain access to. And so we want a photo of that, as well as a photo of the inventory upon removal from the vending machine, whether that's boxed up or however you're able to get that home. Mind you, we are able to expense for boxes and any shipping materials that you may have to expense that you don't already have available. I'd like to apologize in advance for a very small amount of instructions, a very little amount of upfront guidance. I am available if you want to give me a call directly. My phone number is on the instructions here. I would ask that you do your best to decommission. At very minimum, we need the branding gone. So if you can't get keys, if you can't get access to the inside of this vending machine, before exit, we do need any of the outside of the vending machine decommissioned. If we are able to accomplish that, our vendor, which is Best Buy, will be ecstatic, absolutely ecstatic. They've been trying to do this for months, and we are coming through in weeks. So again, please feel free to reach out if you have any questions. Work through the RSC. They will work through me. You all have my contact number collectively. Identify the kiosk, decommission the kiosk, retrieve the materials inside, and keep us in the loop if for any reason you aren't able to do that. So that is my 2 cents. I appreciate your time so much. Please, again, reach out to the RSC and myself with questions, and I look forward to knocking this out of the park for our biggest client. Thank you.